What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? We got a Dallas substitute teacher who was left bloody after a student threw a metal chair at him and hit him in the head. This happened at DeSoto West Middle School. The kid just picked up a chair and threw it. Now, don't know the context, but there was an altercation between the teacher and several students. And one of the students picked up a chair and threw it at the teacher's head, striking him in the head. The teacher went and threw a couple of chairs toward the student. Both missed. The student left, and the teacher was left wiping the blood off his face. Now, this, as many of the students screamed and laughed. Let me tell you something, fam. One of these days they won't be laughing. They're gonna realize real soon how serious their actions are. This goes for the student who threw the chair and the ones who thought it was all funny, right? I'm very much against police officers inside of schools having daily interaction with our children, because many of these police officers cross the line way too often. Most of the kids are not out of control. Yeah, you have kids laughing and all that kind of stuff, but most of those kids are not throwing chairs at teachers and stuff. But they are being kids, and they are crossing the line. They are pushing the boundaries. They are going to get away as much with as much as they think they can get away with. And let's face it, a lot of kids think it's funny bucking authority. Hell, we thought it was funny bucking authorities, but we would never throw a damn chair at a teacher. I don't like the idea of cops having access to our kids on a daily basis. A lot of those cops, they don't like our kids. They come there to cause trouble, just like they do when they patrol the neighborhood. They're not coming there to keep the peace. They're not coming there to restore any type of justice or make sure that the people in the community are safe. They're coming there to bust heads. They're coming there to make arrests. And that's how they go into the schools, with that same type of mentality. Now, of course, you need some type of level of security, but having armed cops inside of those schools with our kids, that's a bad idea. You know, I would not be against cops being on the outside, but before you can even get to that point, these kids need to be held accountable for their actions. I'm pretty sure that there's a good chance that the teacher may be fired for throwing the chair at the kid. The kid might get 3 days suspension and be right back in school. For a lot of them, that ain't no big deal. 3 days suspension. In fact, that's a reward. Ain't got to go to school for 3 days. I can just be at home, play Xbox, eat, be on social media. Shit, that's a win. They're not facing any real consequences. I heard people saying that the parents should be sued. I think that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Many of these parents are struggling just to make it day to day. Like, it's a few of these kids who are really just troublesome. Most of the kids have problems. They have troubles, but they're not troublesome. They have troubles at home. They have problems at home. But those kids are not the ones attacking the teachers. I think that most of these kids come to school. They come to school with their problems and everything, but they're trying to get through them the best as they can. A lot of them parents, a lot of them come from single households. Mama or daddy is working, trying to do the best that they can. Now they got to take off from work to come up here and deal with this idiot who they're trying to keep a roof over their head. A lot of these kids' parents ain't really got it like that. So when they send their kids to school, they trust that the kids are going to behave. There are a lot of parents out there who don't do the right thing, who don't take part in the kid's life. And when you got a kid throwing chairs at teachers and stuff like that, then a lot of times it is a reflection of the parents. But having said that, you're still dealing with parents who are underfunded, parents who are just barely making it. So taking $500 out of their paycheck, or making them pay $500 that they already ain't got, or $100 that they already ain't got, get a lawyer, spending $3,000, $5,000, got to take out a loan for a lawyer for this damn idiot. And the parent can say, you know what, okay, I got knocked over my head for that. Now, all I can do is talk to this fool and hope he get it. Maybe I'll whoop his ass, hope he get it. Whoop her ass, hope she get it. Now, what happens when they do it again? Because a lot of them will do it again, because a whooping ain't no big deal. Some of them get whooped all the time anyway. Some of them get cussed out all the time anyway. So how is that going to fix the issue? How is that going to fix the problem? It's only going to exacerbate the problem. It's not going to fix it. That's my opinion. I think these kids need to be held accountable. If you're going to hold the kids accountable, they need to have, be put in an alternative classroom or something like that. Or, hey, man, you got to get out of here. Let the parents deal with it. But it's on these parents. Yeah, it's a big part of this is the parents. It starts at home. It always starts at home. But some of these parents are doing the best that they can. And they're not encouraging this type of behavior. Some of them don't know that their kids are out here acting a damn fool. You're going to make the parent pay. You're going to put the parent in jail, make the parent pay for a fine, put up money that they already don't have. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. But I do believe that these kids need to be held accountable, and they need to get away from this system where they're forcing teachers to pass these kids, forcing these schools to doctor up these scores and stuff and push these kids through when they're not earning it. That's a big problem, because a lot of these kids understand that they don't have to really study hard or whatever, and they're going to get pushed through anyway because they understand they're dealing with a quota system. So there really ain't a real incentive for them to actually sit down and be civil. There's not a lot of incentive for them to sit down and get the grade. I don't know all of the answers, fam, and maybe y'all can drop some of your thoughts. But damn, it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle. I will say this to the youngsters that are listening to this. You can be a leader or you can be a follower. But the laughing and the screaming and tripping, just understand that you will be punished. You will be penalized. Whether you get penalized directly or indirectly. These teachers, the good teachers, are already getting out. They're leaving in droves. They don't want to be around you. All right? They're getting the hell out because they fear for their lives. It is because of your peers, your classmates. They fear for their lives. So that affects you. You're not getting the best. So that affects you. So that should be enough incentive for you to tell your friends, your peers, the people that you want to hang around with, your classmates, man, chill out. That ain't it. Make them teachers feel reassured that they're going to be okay when they step into those classrooms, that they're going to be protected when they come into those classrooms. It's at a point to where, you got to start checking y'all got to start checking each other. Because a lot of these teachers and instructors, these educators, they're afraid. But y'all got more power than you think you have. Start checking each other like you check each other when you go to the club or you go out, you hang out at the restaurant or you hang out at each other's house. When somebody is out of line, you check them. You got to start doing the same thing when you're in the classroom or walking down the hall or at a game or whatever. Until next time, fam, no more talk.
What the haters talking about?